All right. Matt, the mortgage guy. In today's video, I'm going to talk about, is the housing boom over? Has it come to an end? Are things getting ready to crash? Let's talk about it. Before I jump into it, please like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff for the YouTube algorithm. As a mortgage broker, I'm trying to put out as much good information as I can, boots on the ground, talking to real estate agents every day, talking to clients and investors every single day. What I'm seeing, what they're seeing, what I think is good information, and what I think, like I'll show you today, is bad information. So let's get into it. Today, the latest news, and Diana Olick, if you know anything about real estate info, she is about as bearish as they get on real estate. She's been talking about how bad real estate is for the last 6 or 7 years. Imagine if in 2014 you didn't buy real estate because Diana Olick says that it was, had been on the upswing for a couple of years and it was due to correct. I think she said it 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And now in 21, Diana and her team over there at CNBC is telling us that the housing boom is over. But here's the thing. If you're just an average person who's not paying attention and you see something like this, housing boom is over, what does that make you think? That the housing market's about to crash? That housing is unhealthy? That real estate, values are going to decrease? Let me give you some good, true insight. This is talking about new home sales falling. New home sales, meaning what builders build. Those numbers came in lower than expected. And so they're talking about the housing boom is over because the sales from the new home builders are down in June. You guys want me to give you a quick little aha moment? Builders, here's what they do. They buy lots, they develop these lots, put in sewer, water, all that other stuff, and then they plan to build and they get sellers to line up and like, oh, I want to buy this lot. You're going to build this 4,000 square foot house. Or I want to buy this lot. You're going to buy this. You're going to build this 1,700 square foot house. They're selling stuff that's going to be built and it's going to close 3 months, 6 months, 9 months from now. You know what has happened over the last, let's call it 12 months? There's been so much demand that builders have gotten way, way far out as far as what they have available. They've sold everything out. They're sold out. So when they have the June sales down 6.6%, that's what this whole highlight is, or what this whole article is about, is that the signed contracts on new builds in June down 6.6%. They expect it to be up 3.4%. Here's what the analysts missed. Builders are purposely not selling homes. They've sold too many. They don't have enough in stock. It's not a demand problem. There's plenty of demand. The lack of sales is due to the builders not being able to build the stuff fast enough, in my humble opinion, right? And so, you might not rely on my humble opinion. D.R. Horton, one of the country's biggest builders, came out and say it. We're cutting back on sales. Truth be told, with lumber costs and issues with getting labor, getting appliances to be delivered, some of them aren't able to build as fast as they want to build. So maybe it's not that they're necessarily trying to cut back. Maybe they have to cut back. But it's the cutback that is the issue. It's not the demand. I promise you that. I've got people day in and day out getting pre-approved, ready to buy, want to buy. Maybe it's not a new home. Maybe they're going to buy a resale home. But just the whole tone of this article is a little bit misleading, in my opinion, right? Because it's like housing boom is over as new home sales fall to pandemic low. So let's just poke through here a little bit. Sales of newly built homes dropped in June. This is them recording the number of signed contracts. That's what sales is on new builds. You sign a contract. I'm buying this home, lot 14. This is the property that's going to go on that lot, $639,000. It's not done until January. or it's not going to be built until February. But we're signing contracts now. They've signed all the contracts. They've got everything that's going to be built in the next year already sold. That's why they pressed pause. That's why this number is down, in my opinion, right? But this article, after a year of frenzied buying and price gains in the double digits, newly built homes are now out of reach for much of the demand that remains in the market. This is just made up. This is completely made up. Okay, let me step back one step and not be just all bull and bullish on the housing market. Some people have been priced out. I understand that. And I feel for those people. I talk to those people every day. And I'm a homeowner advocate. I work with homeowners day in and day out. Love me some homeowners. This statement, though, is incorrect. People are still qualified. People are still able to buy. There is not this big pullback in demand that this article is implying. Price of a newly built home rose 6% year over year. I mean, look at that. Median home price. It rose 6% from June 2020. And so that's like contradictory to that one before, that it's like the frenzy in home buying has raised prices where people can't afford it. That's why we're slowing down. And then the very next paragraph says they only rose 6% on new builds, the median price. I don't know. I don't know what you guys are talking about both sides of your mouth here. I will agree with this statement. There's a lot of home buying on the higher end of the market. That doesn't really have anything to do with builders cannot afford to put up affordable homes due to skyrocketing construction costs. True that they can't build affordable homes, especially in a state like mine, California, where the permits cost an arm and a leg, the construction costs an arm and a leg, the labor cost an arm and a leg. So you can't build a $280,000 house. It's just not possible. So this is interesting to me. And it's funny when I Google the term housing boom is over after I saw this article, then you come across other articles that's like all these records being broke as housing booms, right? Phoenix, it's booming and going up double digits in appreciation, but when it's still cheap and people can work from wherever they want, it's still a market where it's getting a lot of action. So I just wanted to quickly talk about this, let people know that when they talk about new home numbers, that doesn't talk that you can't relate that to the whole market and say demand's down or the boom's over just because the sale of new homes was less than expected last month, June. Because I think what happened in this case is that it's builders purposely slowing down sales. Which they can, right? They can just say, you know what? We don't have a lot of stuff to sell right now. We're not going to sell. I mean, really, like some of them put a little bit of pause on building too. And so that might be it, but it's not demand. Don't point to demand. Couple interesting stats to share before I end this. I don't want to make it too long. Is that this sales number that they're tracking in June, 77% of these homes that were sold in June, not started or under construction. So it's not like it's a drop in sales with stuff that's built and just sitting there like, I wonder if someone's going to buy it. 77% of the houses that were sold in June, not started or under construction. Here's another number. The inventory that's for sale, the 350,000 new builds or something that are for sale at the end of June, at the end of this, 90% of them not started or under construction. There's not houses sitting there that aren't selling. There's plenty of demand. It's just that the builders have so much demand and have seen so much demand over the last year that they're like, hold on, press pause. We ain't going to sell stuff for a little bit. We don't have enough labor. We don't want to buy, material at this high of a cost. We can't deliver appliances. Whatever their reasoning is for slowing down a little bit on the sales side, that's what we point to. We don't say demand is gone and the boom's over, because I think we're more than likely in the midst of the boom, not at the end of it. So my 2 cents. If you have any questions at all, looking for a mortgage in California, me and my team are more than happy to help. Matt at mattthemortgageguy.com. If you're looking outside of California, I can connect you with a great broker. Just go to greatmortgagebroker.com, fill out that quick form. We will connect you with somebody We'll take great care of you. Again, thanks for watching, and we gonna see.